Alright, let's talk about Spider-Man. I watched Across the Spider-Verse very recently, and I wanted to talk about him and how Sony is doing bloody fantastic when it comes to the latest Spider-Verse properties, Spider-Man properties in general, since about 2018, I reckon. And I just wanted to talk about it, to be fair. Alright, so Spider-Man, let's to be fair, is a very hard character to write in a medium rate. He's a very agile character. He plus the storyline and shit can be very hard to get just right when it comes to Spider-Man. They've tried multiple times, obviously, but they have failed multiple times in their cartoons, in the comics, be it on the dolls on movies. They have failed, and they've done it very well. Been doing it very well recently in games and on movies, and it's since 2018, and it's been going great. Spider-Man, everyone's heard of him. Everyone knows the story, knows the quote. With great power comes great big booty bitches, right? Everybody, everybody knows. And Amazing Spider-Man, as I said, was not that great with box office. And since then, it felt like Sony didn't know what to do with the character, right? But then they did a deal with Marvel to put Spider-Man in the MCU in 2017, and then they came out with Spider-Man Homecoming in 2017, and it was pretty decent. Then came the Venom movie in 2018, leaving mixed reviews with everybody. Audience did enjoy it, some didn't. Critics didn't like it especially, but it was in my opinion, it was decent. I didn't particularly enjoy it, but I didn't hate it either. I enjoyed the take that they had with Venom, right? I didn't like that there was no Spider-Man in Venom, but I did also like the reimagined version of Venom personally. But around the same time, they launched one of the best Spider-Man games that had come out, Spider-Man PS4, as it goes by nowadays, and it was goddamn fantastic. Since I watched the new movie, I've been playing through Spider-Man PS4 and I love it. Um, Spider-Man PS4 remastered, so it's so good. I've been playing Miles and remastered PS4 Spider-Man, and they're both bloody fantastic, and I can't get enough of them. And afterwards, with not even afterwards, actually, let's talk about this game in particular first. It has everything that a good Spider-Man story needs. It has good action, crime fighting, and not just big villains. It has great villains, tragedy, because obviously there can't be no Spider-Man without tragedy. Friends, friendship, just it's a whole package. It's worthwhile with emotional states. You're invested in the characters. You like what's happening. You like the little um, plot twists that they have. You like everything. Personally, for me, it's a 10 out of 10 game. It's a must play if you're ever gonna play it or ever thinking about playing it. I personally bought a PS4 specifically just to play God of War 2018 and Spider-Man 2018, and I did, and it was fantastic, and I never went back in my decision. Today, as we speak, I bought Spider-Man PS5, Spider-Man 2 coming out on the PS5 collector's edition, and I'm very excited for that to come out, and I would probably do a review or something when the game actually does come out and when I do get around to playing it. But this game did leave a fantastic reviews across the board. Steam loving it, everybody in general loving the game, and this is where I reckon they started picking up speed for Spider-Man, and because in the same year came out Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. And God, was it a good movie! It was one of my favorite Spider-Man movies when it came out, and it still is. I still love that movie. I've watched it before and after watching Across the Spider-Verse, and I just can't get enough of Miles and Spider-Man in general. Sony really did start with high rating, right? Miles was introduced in the video game first, and then he came out and onto the bigger screen, and like it was just fantastic with great reviews across the board. Everybody, critics, audience, kids, adults, everybody loving loving the video game. It was fantastic. After that came Far From Home, which was also very good. Furthered the story of the MCU and Tom Holland Spider-Man. It still was very decent. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and yeah, it was very well done. I enjoyed the Mysterio, a little everything about it. It was good. And then came Spider-Man Miles Morales. Oh God, it was such a good spin-off to Spider-Man PS4 game. It was very short, right? But it was very tight knit. It was very good. It when the starting sequence of the game comes out, you are excited. You are when you launch up the game, you're excited. The music, the characters, the Miles himself, they're all great. Recently got also released on the PC after them released. It was actually like a first title, an entry level title with the PS5, but they've also recently released it on the PC, and it was good. I played it on PC and PS4. They're both great. I don't have a PS5 yet. I will play it on the PS5 as well, but personally, I did thoroughly enjoy it. The setting was the same. They could use a lot of the same stuff, right? But it was still very, very good. I played it at least 4 times by now, but God, it was good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And then after Miles Morales, after the it died down a little bit, they dropped No Way Home, and boy, was it a good movie. Everybody was excited for No Way Home. There was a lot of rumors of Alfred Molina, Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire being in the movie, and they were, and it made it fantastic. It's one of my favorite movies up there with Spider-Verse. But to be honest, Spider Into the Spider-Verse was a little above No Way Home in my opinion before, but 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 now that they crossed Spider-Verse, because Into the Spider-Verse was my favorite movie out of the bunch. Like all Spider-Man movies, Into the Spider-Verse was my favorite one, even after No Way Home. No Way Home was a very close second, but now for me personally, Into the Spider-Verse and No Way Home share the second spot in my personal ranking because the top of the top is Across the Spider-Verse, and god damn, it was good. But anyway, coming back to No Way Home, which it was fantastic, introduced the MCU into the multiverse, and is trying to bring back Toby and Andrew with a great plot. The theaters roared in excitement every time every time Toby and Andrew came onto screen, they were roaring in excitement. It was just good. It was great vibe in the theaters, great movie, and it was just fantastic. And since No Way Home for a year and a half now, there was nothing. We didn't get any Spider-Man. It died down a little bit, and we didn't really get much. But then they came back and told us that hey, Across the Spider-Verse is still a thing. You remember that shit? And god damn, they delivered when the movie came out. I personally went into the movie completely blind. I didn't even know about Pavitra Pavaskar or anything about the plot. I didn't watch any trailers, I didn't watch nothing. I went completely and utterly blind, and goddamn, hands down, the best movie, Spider-Man movie out of the bunch. If you haven't seen it yet, please go watch it. Go watch it twice. I've seen it twice and I've really enjoyed it, and I can't wait for what Insomnia has been cooking for the last few years when Spider-Man 2 comes out. But keep in mind, there's Spider-Man 2 at the end of the year, and at the start of next year there will be Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse as well, which is also going to be a fantastic movie. I'm hoping because they can't let us down. The trilogy can't be worse than the second one. I don't want the trilogy effect like they did with like they did with the Tobey Maguire trilogy, right? Spider-Man 1 with Tobey, great. Spider-Man 2, still one of the best movies that everybody is talking about, and everything Spider-Man is compared to Spider-Man 2, right? The Tobey Maguire one, and but and that Spider-Man 3 they completely shit themselves, right? So I'm hoping they don't do that with the next one because Sony seems to be knowing how to work with Spider-Man. They seem to have a grasp about the character now than they ever have before, and I cannot wait for Spider-Man, both the Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 3 coming out, and god damn, it's gonna be awesome. With Spider-Man 2, with Marvel Spider-Man 2, which is the return of both the Peter Parker and Miles Morales, which is gonna be fantastic. I have ordered it, pre-ordered it. I'm getting the collector's edition with everything, and I can't wait. I pre-ordered it today, to be fair, as we speak, and I just cannot wait. It's gonna be fantastic. But yeah, that's my as a thank you letter to Sony for doing such a good job with Spider-Man Miles Morales. There will be gameplay of Spider-Man and Spider-Man PS4 and Spider-Man Miles Morales on here, but I cannot thank them enough and congratulate them for actually learning how to make a Spider-Man movie. And good job to everybody that's been working on Spider-Man in general. Yeah, thank you for blessing us with such great Spider-Man recently. If you guys enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, blah blah blah, and if you want me to go in depth with any of these, let me know. But yeah, see ya.